Hi, my name is Leontine Groen van der Ven. I work as a researcher for the research group Living Well with Dementia of Windesheim University of Applied Sciences in the Netherlands. My talk is about challenging behavior in community dwelling people with dementia of migrant background. Challenging behavior is a common issue in community dwelling people with dementia, which negatively impacts the quality of life of people with dementia and their caregivers and increases caregiver stress. Nurses in the home care setting experience difficulties in managing challenging behavior in people with dementia of migrant background. Existing interventions to support in managing challenging behavior do not seem to match the needs of families of migrant background. Therefore, the aim of our study is to develop an intervention for nurses to facilitate families of migrant background in managing challenging behavior of the person with dementia. The first part of our study includes an exploration of the experiences of nurses and informal caregivers of migrant background in managing challenging behavior. For this study, we interviewed 10 nurses of Dutch as well as migrant background and 5 informal caregivers of migrant background. Topics included their experiences with caregiving for this group, challenging behavior within this group, and how nurses and informal caregivers work together to manage challenging behavior. We analyzed our data thematically, and we had 2 focus group sessions with nurses and informal caregivers to member check our preliminary results. We found that managing challenging behavior in community dwelling people with dementia of migrant background is a complex process which includes several layers. First, nurses and informal caregivers mention issues that are related to culture and religion that nurses need to acknowledge when meeting families of migrant background. These include, for instance, particular views of healthcare and dementia, taboo regarding dementia, and views about informal care. Nurses want to take these issues into consideration. However, they feel insecure about how to do so. Second, nurses and informal caregivers mention several preconditions for having a good conversation. These include, for instance, an open and curious attitude of nurses, building trust, and overcoming obstacles like language problems. Third, we describe the perspectives from which the participants work together in managing challenging behavior. Informal caregivers, for instance, struggle with seeing the deterioration of their loved one with dementia, and they experience the paradox of strongly wanting to care, but also feeling burdened by it. Professional caregivers, for instance, want to learn about other cultures, but seem to be focused at providing information about dementia. In conclusion, managing challenging behavior in people with dementia of migrant background is a delicate process. Building trusting relations is important. However, this is hindered by language barriers and the fact that taboo and shame make it difficult to discuss the dementia. It seems important for nurses to explore the expectations informal caregivers have about dementia and healthcare because they may differ from their own standpoints. Information about dementia or challenged behavior may not come across when nurses are unaware of these specific views and expectations. Our next step is to co-create together with nurses and informal caregivers an intervention that helps in exploring these views as a starting point in working together to manage the challenging behavior of the person with dementia. If you would like to know more about this study or want to comment, please feel free to contact me.